Hey everyone, welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip, and today I've got a match for you from the ETF2L Highlander League. But first, before we start, you may notice there's something a little bit different going on screen. I have gotten a new HUD made by my awesome friend Del Conager, who has employed that plugin that TeamFortress.tv and I think Blackout Gaming use that shows the outline of the player. So we're going to see how that works. This is my first time using it. I'm excited. Hope you're excited. And we are on Gravelpit, and that makes me even more excited because I love this map. Anyway, let's meet our teams. We have Fair Enough versus Osmoz. Fair Enough, our engineer, is Sergeant Galavine. We're going to call him Sergeant Gala. We have Nipur Lingling on Soldier. Fearboy is Spy. MF is going to be Pyra. The Brain is Medic. Rue is Sniper. Pinky is Heavy, ranging from One Round Wonders. Clark is going to be Scout, and MDNZ, also known as Madness, is our demo man. Over on Osmoz in red, we have Isil as Spy. Voax is Soldier. Chocobo is going to be Heavy. SFS, yeah, there we go, is Engineer. Zabby is Medic. Bod is Sniper. Za is Demo Man. Blitzo is Scout, and Briquette is going, oh, that's funny, that's good, is going to be Pyro. So, let's get started. And what did I call this? This is Gravelpit. There we go. We're watching SFS on his rollout, and he actually did not put down a teleporter, so this is interesting. He is getting those whips from his soldier, so he will get out here onto B very, very quickly. And of course, B is where most everybody builds these days. Nobody goes for an A-hold anymore, unless you want to be absolutely crazy. But look at the outlines. Oh, I'm going to be so distracted. It's so cute. They're like little bugs or something. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have a build for Osmoz at B right here. Medic building up that Uber, pretty standard stuff. Let's see, our engineer is running the Rescue Ranger, so I anticipate that he will actually be holding far from his sentry gun and repairing it from a distance. I thought maybe he'd do some sort of fancy sentry jump, but it looks like everything. Oh, nope. Everything is pretty standard over here. Let's watch MF and his rollout, as it appears that he is going to go for a tunnel, which is going to be difficult because we do have a bit of sticky traps, but Rue takes down Za, Za takes down Rue, there we go, and that opens the way. Looks like we do have some spy on spy action, and really, those outlines are crazy. I don't know about this. I don't know, but regardless, there's not going to be much of a build or much of a defensive hold here on A. Like I said, nobody does it anymore. All the cool kids build on B. But Fearboy, interesting enough, is here at B. He's doing some scouting work as his soldiers on the roof just spamming down. He's doing a great job right here. That is Nipur Ling. Ling is what I'm going to call him. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's doing a good bit of harassment. So far, there's no jumping classes for Red able to take him down, so he's just going to continue spamming, and hopefully his goal is to eventually hit that sentry gun. He did take too much damage, so it will have to fall back, but A is capped in 58 seconds, which is not too shabby. Pretty average for an A capture when you're not going for B at the same time. Seal, which I hope is like a shortened format for Sealdur, because that's a Lord of the Rings thing, and you know how I feel about Lord of the Rings. Well, anyway, he's behind Blue as they capped B, or capped A, and now he's in a really good position to take out the medic. We'll see if anybody can find him out, and they do. Oh, Braden has some nice defense going there, and Sergeant Gala actually takes him out with the shotty. So nice engineer defense. As Blue continues to push through the BC connector, it looks like is where they're going, but they're continuing to face harassment right here. Red is just picking at their lines, which is not a bad idea. It's going to make them very aware of their flanks, and will make those flanking classes have to do extra work. You see, Sergeant Gala is actually running a regular run. She is, I think, on the Jag I saw. So not having those mini sentries to protect the flank is going to be significant. And Asil is still on the patrol. This is very, very scary for Fair Enough. Oh, but Pinky's on this. Don't worry, Pinky's on this. We do have the blue Uber popped as they're pushing in. Down goes the sentry gun. Madness doing some work. Madness is great. He's a really good demo man, so it's going to be very, very scary for for Osmoz. But they have faced each other before. Both have played in UGC, I think. I know Fair Enough is definitely UGC Platinum, casted some of their matches this year. They did very, very nicely in their season. So, but that's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about these crazy outlines. Oddvox on the roof doing some nice defensive work, trying to get on his cam, as patrolling that roof is going to be one of those keys. And Pinky just is on spy alert, which is definitely a good idea considering looks like that Asil is definitely out for medic blood. Basically need blood, but medic blood would be perfect. Ubers are about even right now, so now we're on the Vox cam. We're watching as he generally just patrols roof and tries to prevent anybody from getting that height advantage. So no more free rockets from Ling as we saw before, so having him up there as he's getting heals too is going to be very beneficial for Osmoz as they enter this defensive hold. Blue Uber is ready, and we're going to see that Uber popped coming in. There's no sentry gun to speak of. SFS went down, so it's just going to be Uber versus Uber. Pyro popped, got some of that flash right there, and he did succeed in pushing back that Uber. And as the combo gets pushed back, we got to watch the roof, though. Osmoz needs to get their soldier back up there, and on cue, Vox is there and engaging in a soldier fight, but he only has 3 health left. If he can get the shot, does get it. Takes down his opposing soldier. Nice work right there, and he's going to get those heals. So that will be a nice little defense there by Osmoz. Osmoz. Fearboy on the point, but he's not going to get too far, especially, there's no such thing as a sneaky spy cap for B, because B cap's so agonizingly slow, it can make you go insane. And that is no joke. Sergeant Gala, the engineer, let's not forget, coming in here, taking out this soldier. I wonder if he's switched to mini sentries, but doesn't matter as he takes a headshot. No, he's on regular sentry. You can tell, obviously, because it is right there. Asil actually not going for the sap. He has bigger intentions, and again, it's that medic blood. Let's see if he can get that stab. Oh, not able to get the heavy. Does get madness, so no demo man. That'll be significant. We'll see, as Uber was popped, probably to save his heavy right there, so it put them out of positioning, and blue team not in the positioning they want to be in. They're going to push forward regardless. After that, Uber fell apart because red Ubers fell apart even more. Fearboy coming in with the... Oh, I'm sorry, no, Brain going down to Blitzo, the scout, who came in there just all guns blazing, and then Vox drops down to finish it up. So a very vulnerable defense right there, but they managed to hold on by the skin of their teeth. Looks like Fair Enough is going to have to put together another push here for B. I don't know if Osmoz is going to build up again. I don't think it's the greatest ideas. Sergeant, or Voax just took down Sergeant Gala with a air shot, I think. I may have misperceived that, but regardless, stops any blue action from coming in here. And it looks like, yeah, Osmoz is thinking about building here again. This is going to be very, very tricky. Okay, so he's on the mini sentry gun. That makes a lot of sense. There's not a lot of ammo around here for an engineer to build. And mini sentry will make sense. It will help deny or discourage jumpers. But when you have Beax up here doing work like he has been doing, let's see if we can get on his cam before he dies. We'll get on the Ling cam as he's doing exactly what he did before, which is just send spam down. He's going to have to contend with this other soldier here, and you can see through the outlines that he was on the other side of the roof. Oh, but he gets backstabbed as Asil comes in and gets 1 out of 3 that he wanted. So we will have he looks like he will be able to survive long enough to get this Uber up, but no scout in on him. Brain taking a ton of damage and gets the Uber. Has to pop immediately to save his own life. Red has the Uber ready to go as well, and that is going to be a successful counter pop. We'll see if they can track down Brain as he tries to get away, but he is being hunted. Doing some nice dodging, and he finally, Chocobo takes him out. So Osmoz doing a great job defending here. Of course, B, one of the... I don't want to say easier, because that makes it seem like this is an easy defense, but it's not. It's a very difficult defense, but if you can get the right positioning, the right everything, you can hold forever. And it looks like right now Osmoz is having that. With the mini sentry gun, I mean, that's not ideal, but it will serve a purpose. It will do slight damage to jumpers. It will alert them who's approaching from the flanks, and right now it's distracting the sniper pretty well, so we're engaged in the battle of the sentry with the sentry gun. Anyway, it does go down. I think it was intentionally destroyed right there. So as we can see, alright, I like these outlines, because we can see now that the blue team is coming from the C B connector. They're gathered and waiting to go. Which way will they come out is the question. So this is kind of awesome. Yeah, look at that. And you can see all red is over here. We got the jumpers on the roof, the demo man and the soldier. Yeah, this may work. This may work. We do have this 100% ready for red. Fair enough is just now getting it. They have a one more push in them. In terms of time, we're down to 58 seconds, so this could be it for fair enough, as here they come. Here's the push popped on the Madness as he tries to get something, but the counter pop is perfect, and Osmoz will reflect all of that damage. There's no the mini sentry stays up. Surprising right there that Osmoz was able to do this. SFS did go down, but you know what? His dispenser is up, his mini is up. Even if that goes down, it's not the worst thing in the world. There are a few people on the point. Za getting some heals before he decides to go after that. Sphere Boy gets a kill on Chocobo, so no medic and no heavy right now for this defense. Down goes everybody from red, and this may be it for fair enough. They're piling people on the point, but again, it caps so slowly that red definitely has this opportunity to get in here and stop the cap. Can anybody get there? We're going to go into a little bit of overtime. Red needs to get there, but it doesn't look like Osmoz will be able to. And clutch comeback right there from fair enough. Speaking of clutch, a bomb just going crazy with 2 fully charged body shots. Goes down, but hey, 2K as a sniper, that's not too shabby at all. Shappy, I think is what I said right there. Sorry about that. Anyway, so a time of 9 minutes and 2 seconds, so that is quite a lengthy time for a Highlander in Gravelpit. So Gravelpit is usually it's a common fixture in 6s. And in 6s you'll have sometimes shorter times because it's harder to defend with only 6 players. Whereas with Highlander, and you have your engineer and always your sniper, and those aren't necessarily off classes, you can put up a much more stagnant defense, like we saw Osmoz do. Defend for literally 8 minutes. But 6s, that's usually not possible. So Highlander, you will see longer times. But 9 minutes is a little bit too long for only 2 points, and C can be a beast to capture if the opposing team is well set up. Let's take a look at Osmoz. We have a combo holding in a fairly typical place. They have a dispenser with them. That's all very standard, all looking good. Demo Man on the point. Could use a few stickies, but so far not that bad of a defense going on here. We don't have a sentry gun, so that's a little curious. But Blue Uber is popped. Jumpy Class is trying to get up there, but Soldier is denied entry to the top. The Uber so far not doing too much except taking down the dispenser. Red Uber popped in resistance and retaliation. Down goes Blue Medic. Osmoz might be able to hold this if they get somebody on the point. They have a little bit of a player advantage right now, but it's the heavier classes. Finally, here comes the Demo Man. We'll see if Xavi can do anything. Not able to do so, and in comes the heavy at the last second. Oh, wow. So there we go. So not a terrible timing or push on C, so that'll end up giving fair enough in time of 10 minutes and 52 seconds. Alright, so not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, or it could have gone. So let's get on. That's interesting. Okay, let's get on the red NG cam. Sergeant Gala, what you doing? That's a nice hat. It matches your glove. Alright, so got a few suicides right there. Gonna continue with the suicides, actually. Wow, Clark suicided very late, and so is his sniper. I don't know about that. It's kind of a lengthy run for players to get from spawn to either B or A, and it looks like Fair Enough is going to defend B here, putting a lot of their players on B. Usually you put your Devil Man near A so you can get those sticky traps up, but so far Matt is not holding there. Who is on A is the question. Alright, we're just gonna box Voax. OD Voax and his cam. Okay, so there were some stickies right there. They were going to have to be blind detonated. Perhaps, or there's stickies on the tunnel out to B. So okay, so that's interesting. Just a different decision on which to which to put a stronger defense on. It looks like they're pretty much giving up let's look at the outlines. What's going on there at A? They're pretty much giving up A, but we also have somebody on B. That's this demo man who just gets completely mowed down right there. Fearboy going crazy, gun in his cam just in time to see him take out SFS and Briquette. Sorry about that. My French is pas mal. I mean, muy malo. There we go. My French is muy malo. But he's still alive. Can he get the stab on the medic? He does! Takes down the medic. Zabi is now medic for Osmoz. Wait, he was always medic for Osmoz, wasn't it? The brain is medic for Fair Enough. But, so Osmoz has no Uber. That's going to put them at severe disadvantage. We'll see how they decide to play this. I mean, they're going to cap A in a relatively okay time. I mean, that's not ideal. It took them forever to get it with just that ×2. So not terrible, but yeah, they should be doing better at this point. I think that Uber Drop threw them a little bit, so we'll see if they can recover. Who to watch is the question. Alright, so let's take a look at our build here at second. The Sentry Gun obviously went down, so we'll see if Sergeant Gallic can get something up. Blue is conspiring, though. You can see all their little shifty figures. Let's go through and see. They're actually having to deal with, oh, Red Spy is in there. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can see the Spy creeping up. Alright, okay, I kind of love these outlines. He's gonna try for the backstab on Engineer, probably be successful. Yeah, SFS going down, but Fearboy will be hunted himself. The hunter becomes the hunted. That is the life of a spy. Hey, there's a teleporter. Briquette with randomly looking behind him and figures out there's a teleporter. Sergeant Gallo being a little tricksy there, trying to put the teleporter in a spot people won't look. We do have this Uber popped. It gets popped on Za as he puts down some stickies on the Sentry Gun. Won't be long for this world. And there it does go down. Caught out of a position is Brain, who will go down. Oh, Vox, or whatever, taking him out. It's the soldier with his shoddy. So we'll see if Blue can capitalize on this, because they did a lot of damage, a lot of players down. They just need to get onto the point. Oh, we got some heavy versus heavy action right here. Pinky is just waiting, but he doesn't know there's a pyro behind him, and down he goes, but he takes out Chocobo before he goes, so not too shabby. Right now, what Osmoz needs to do is put some stickies. It's like they can hear me. Put some stickies right here and really defend this point, because if Red continues to come through this point, they will have Blue will have a hard time defending their capture. Blue will have a hard time capping. Red will have an easier time defending. Anyway, we're about to see old Chocobo go down. Fearboy just oh, if you miss once, you missed twice. Oh, but I'm not going to make fun of him anymore because he gets the medic right there, so that's huge. As everybody from Red Team is trying to stop this cap, and it may work, but here comes a scout. It's just him by himself. Can Blitzo do it? And ×2 is going fast. Is anybody on Red around? No. Wow. Fearboy with the huge pick on the combo. Doesn't matter, as the rest of his team weren't getting the frags they needed to. So absolutely very well played right there. Osmoz coming out victorious. And that brings us to a second round. Gonna be good. Ooh, the outlines are kind of not right. That is a blue scout with a red outline. Fix yourself. Okay, he fixed himself. Blitzo is okay now. He just had a crisis of identity, but he's okay now, guys. Don't worry about him. Blitz will be okay. Alright, so Osmoz will get the chance to attack first, and that means Fair Enough is going to defend first. Oh no, we have another crisis of identity. Alright, it changed. There we go. So we'll see what Sergeant Gallic can build up. Looks like he's going to do similar build. This time his Sentry Gun a little bit closer to spawn in the C connector. This way he can target down anyone who decides to use the shed roof to jump or anything. I'm not sure about that because he has to be very, very vigilant with the Wrangler. So a soldier with a direct hit doesn't get up there and spam him down, but he's also got to look this way too. So we'll see if he can multitask like that. But of course, we turn our eyes to A first. We're going to watch Clark as he's being a little sneaky guy. see if he can't defend A all by himself. It's just basically him and the sniper. But of course, Blue is, okay, making their way. Finally, Clark does take down Bod right there. It's going to be him versus this heavy. Oh, and the scout shows up as well. Blitzo is going to ruin Clark's day, as we're already having a bit of action right here on B. Spy coming in as well as, okay, no, the outlines led me to believe there's more action on B. Okay. Tricksy outlines. Tricksy outlines. So we will have A capped relatively fast. So only, it looks like, oh no, Seal got backstab on Brain. Didn't catch that, but oh, saw it in kill feed too late. That Brain gets backstabbed, drops the Uber. That's going to be huge for Osmoz as they push in. MF down as well, and oh, huge air shot from Voax, doing great work, and MF down, Soldier down. This is the time to push right here for Osmoz. We'll see if they can get a successful push in here. Should be very easy with both a med and that Pyro down. No air blasting action. Where is Blue? They got to get in here. Osmoz has got to act quickly. We'll see they're pushing from A. They got a lot of trouble in these connectors. It's tight spot. Blizzo's taking down the sniper right there. They do have to pop a little bit early. Zabby was taking a lot of damage. Centrigan is picked up, so they won't be able to get that. Oh, that's unfortunate. And Zabby is still at very, very low health, so they're going to have to fall back. Oh, wasted opportunity or missed opportunity. Za is going to be able to take down the sentry gun because Engineer took a lot of damage, and then Sergeant Gallo went down here. That may be enough for Blue to hold it. Watch out, there's a heavy in the corner. I know, because the outlines. Oh, but he gets covered in Girardi and goes down. Osmoz coming out with a very strong push. Didn't look like they were going to do it at first, but it turns out they can, or they did. A lot of players abandoning the point. They need more than one. Oh, poor SFS was just, he's all alone. Of course, the rest of the team wants to push up and get involved in the action, but you gotta cap B first, and you gotta cap it relatively fast. This is taking forever. But that's okay. They know what they're doing. Osmoz does have this Uber ready to go, so we'll have to check their positioning, see where they want to go. Well, maybe we'll get on Asil's cam because he could, oh, potentially drop the medic again. See if he can get the medic shot. Brain has about 50% Uber. Finally Asil goes down without any stab. So here comes the Blue Uber. Sentry gun being wrangled, taking a couple of stickies, going down some actually really good positioning right there from Za. Xavi going down though, headshot by Ro. Huge headshot, no medic, and there's only 3 up now for Osmoz. One of them's a Pyro. We'll see if that air blasting action can do any good. Burkett is so outnumbered and falls to his death after MF takes him out with the flare gun. So, nope, not the push that's going to be successful, but right now Osmoz has a time of 2 minutes and 39 seconds. That's great for the first 2 points. If you recall, first round, the time was 9 minutes for fair enough. So, Osmoz not looking terrible right now. They can afford a few failed pushes. A few meaning 1 or 2. That's probably the most that you really want. Because after you fail a couple pushes, then it's like, well, I don't know how to do this anymore. And C on Gravelpit can really discourage you. But anyway, Zabby and team are mixing it up a little bit with the crits here, so this is going to be exciting. Brain does have this 100% Uber, which they probably know if the spy is checking. And Asil seems to be a pretty competent spy. He actually just went down right there, of course, but they've got to know that that regular metagun is still out and that Uber is waiting for their crits. So we are just waiting right here, waiting for the demo man probably. Let's get on Za's cam because he is most likely to succeed. Or most likely to get those crits. We'll see. He's just charging up right now. He has that Caber out, so maybe he's going to go for a Caber kill on the medic. Just has to worry about his placement. There's a ton of places to hide on the tower. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. I don't know what Osmoz is waiting for when you... Oh! Oh, huge pick. Rue going huge. Taking down Zabby, taking down Za. Denied is what we say in the TF2 world. I don't know, but we should. But that is complete denial right there. Rue, you have won some camera time. Great positioning. Look at that. He's just got to... Oh, man. Looking at A right there, but... or looking at the right A connector, but he is obviously moving around a lot and had that drop. Oh wow, that crits had no chance. Really, somebody should have been calling out that there's a sniper looking right at you, but it wasn't calls, and that price was paid. So of course, now that I'm watching Rue, he's not getting any of these shots. I'll see if he can take down a soldier in mid-air, but actually gets taken down to his rocket. We do have this 100% Uber still waiting for Red, and I don't know about this positioning in my brain. He could be taken out by a jumping demo man with a caber, so I wouldn't be opposed to Za attempting that. We do have Blue ready to go. I'm assuming with that crits again because they charged very fast. No, it's actually regular Metagun as Uber is popped right there. Ah! Chocobo getting some of it flashed between him and the demo man. We'll see if Chocobo can take this down. Has to protect his medic from the back from that spy, but needs to take down the sentry gun. Otherwise, this Uber is just kind of a... And that's another technical term we have in the TF2 casting world. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen, and Zabby and Chocobo are going to fall back. I don't know. I think they may have been able to do this. Or they could have been able to do this, but they were not committed to that push, or decided not to commit to that push after they lost a few players. So, that's that. But Zabby is already building very fast. He survived, and that's an important feature or important factor, there we go, factor in this game. Brain also survived that pop, so we will have equal Ubers. Brain needs to get some heals. There we go. There we go. Let's watch, I don't know, let's watch a spy or cloaking in the middle. Anyway, we do have this Uber ready to go. Where is Blue? Let's check out the outlines. Looks like they're just still holding, waiting to get into the position they want and get that Uber. Okay, now it looks like they're going to move to the right. AC connector through it. From above, we do have the pop. Soldier gonna get some so he can bomb in there, force that Uber, but it's not gonna happen. Brain is still holding and steel, veins of steel right here, finally pops, but gonna have himself a nice positioning, nice advantage over Blue team. But look, there's level 3 going up. Go level 3, go. Oh, I'm really sad about that. But eventually Pinky does go down. Bod takes out the Brain with a headshot. So these snipers on these medics are doing some nice work. Za trying to get in there to do something, but he gets finished off. Oh man, this is not good for Osmoz. Just missing these pushes, losing too many players, and the fact that Red has been able to hold on to their Uber significantly longer is really hurts Osmoz and their chances of being successful with their pushes. However, good news, Brain went down. That was thanks to Bod, the sniper, so that does give about a 40% Uber advantage to Osmoz. We'll see if they can utilize it or capitalize on it in this push, what they want to be their last push, because this is getting on a lengthy time right here. So we'll see. They can't afford too many more fails. There's only 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. But again, with the time of 2 minutes and 30 on their first 2 points, they are still looking pretty good. They're still looking about 8 minutes. So, not bad. Here comes the pop. Za sending him stickies onto the point, trying to take out people. He does get MD or Madness right there, so no stickies on the point. Misses the point for the cap as this level 3 is going up again. Go, level 3, go! Oh, gets wrangled, but too late. SFS goes down to a headshot. Is anybody left for Blue alive? The Central Gun is still up. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Can the Sentry Gun do it? Sentry Gun may be a huge factor in defending this while Blue caps the top. Right now, it is just the Soldier of Boax by himself. Slowly, that cap's going on. Now he gets joined by a bunch of red players, but Scout comes up here with the medic and the spy on both of them. And finally, Osmoz gets the victory as the Sentry Gun. Sentry Gun went down, but hey. Let's look at scores real quick, because we haven't done that a lot. Look at the ceiling. Oh, that's a bright light. Look at the floor. Oh, that's bright too. Okay, so pretty typical. Both medics are in the lead. Over on Fair Enough in the blue, we have Rue in 3rd place, so he's been doing lots of work as sniper. We've been seeing that Fear Boy as well. Madness actually not as huge as I've seen him perform before. So Gravelpit, one of those harder maps, I guess, for Devilman if he's being targeted. Perhaps Madness is being targeted, and Osmoz would not be remiss to do that. Over on red, Osmoz, we have Blitzo, Seal, and Bod as 2, 3, 4, which is actually really interesting. Not, again, the Spy, Sniper going big, Blitzo going big, and I'll have to get on his cam. But you can see the difference between first and second on Osmoz is significantly different than the first and second on Fair Enough. So, that tells a story. What the story is, I don't know. Clark gonna bonk out of there, sees the stickies, probably warns. Pinky takes so much damage, but somehow stays alive, so let's check in on the Clark cam as he hunts down the Spy. But the hunted becomes the whatever. As a blue committing their pyro and their engineer right now. Is anything going on over at A? Yes, you can tell through the outlines that there is a bit of the jumpers also committing again, or not fully committing, but trying to see what they can't make happen at A. We'll get over there real quick. Looks like Sentry Gun is still up, so standard operating procedure as usual for Osmoz. And again, they put up a crazy awesome hold in the first round, so they're looking to repeat that performance. If they do, they will have this round easily, and they will win the match. However, of course, if Fair Enough comes back, pulls out a well, not miraculous, but a fast BC cap, then we'll be looking at a third round. Third rounds are fun. I do love me third rounds. So Blue, gonna be able to capture this, no prob. No prob, Rob. There's going to be a pesky little scout running around here. Can Ling finally connect? And yes, Blitzo does go down. But again, Blitzo not doing too bad. Carrying his team? I don't think I would say that. But carrying his own weight for sure. But of course, when you're like, Scout is 90 pounds? It's easy to carry your own weight. Of course, this is a European game, so I have to translate pounds into kilograms or something. I don't know. I think it's like 9 pounds is 1,000,000 kilograms. Okay, we have the sentry gun on the roof right here, so that is an interesting position. I do like it. We'll see if is SFF. Oh man, is Engineer up here? It doesn't look like he is, so he's not going to be able to repair it as Ling takes it down pretty easily right there. So a good idea, but without that presence of the Engineer, it's not going to hold for very long. And we do have this medic being annoying and being in the wrong colors. So Zabby, get your shit together. Seriously though, that's no good. Anyway, we do have this Uber pop. Flashed a little bit for red and resistance. Pyro doing a good job air blasting back, but they do not see that there's a soldier on the point, and Ling goes down. Brain gets taken out to a backstab. What a good defense right there from red. No, but Zabby went down to a charged body shot. Oh, and Rue is dominating Za. Rue is doing some great work right here. He is just in the point, taking out everyone. That's pretty cool. Only SFS is alive. That is the hardest name ever to say, SFS. So go ahead, say it out loud. It's impossible. SFS, SFS, SFS. Anyway. So we'll see if red decides to contest this. Probably not, as blue is very rapidly capturing. So we'll see how fast Osmoz can get a build up here on last. It's going to be very, very difficult to hold for 6 minutes already when somebody's up there. Who is that? That's the soldier. Can anybody from Osmoz come up here and actually defend this? Oh, there comes Blitzo taking down Ling, but that was a scare that Osmoz doesn't want to repeat, so they definitely need to put some presence there on the point. Not a bad idea. Let's go to some sniper cam, because as we recall, ooh! But Asil has been caught out. Can he go for it? He goes for a trick stab, gets Pinky. So no heavy, but wanted the brain, but doesn't get him. That's too bad. Well, if you're Asil, that is. Alright, so we're gonna watch some sniper cam, because what I was saying before, as you recall, there were some pretty big plays from the sniper and Beer Boy. Not sure how he managed to get sent into the air from scattergun shot, but he was. Anyway, Anyway, Bod not gonna be able to get that bonking scout. Looks like Clark just coming in to look around, see what's going on. Rue with a nice counter snipe taking out Bod as this Uber is coming in. That could be significant. Red Uber is popped in retaliation. Kind of seen similar what we saw the last round, but will Fair Enough be able to survive long enough to get enough players on the point? Their medic is alive. They just haven't committed really to being in here. Red hasn't lost too many players. One of them is Za though, so Osmoz doesn't have this demo for any stickies or getting onto the point so far. It's just the heavy, but Chuckle Bug goes down. He took a ton of damage and looks like Fair Enough is going to be able to do this. Oh, some huge stickies from Madness, and there we go. That's the Madness. So we will be going to a third round. Those are your final scores for that, but don't go anywhere. And here we are in the third round. So much fun. By the way, I love ETF2L Highlander because their demos always start at the very beginning. I don't know if it's just teams are more conscientious. No, but I think it's got some... I don't know what it's got to do with something, but whatever, it's awesome, and I love them for it. Anyway, Osmoz will be defending first on this, and SFS, the hardest name to say in the history of TF2, will be doing a regular build. We haven't looked at hats much, and when we do have payload, you have so much setup time that you really do have a lot of time to look at hats. MF looking sweet. A little out of season though. Fear Boy, we'll just make noises. Already I commented on, oh, actually the hat doesn't exactly match the glove, and that's a little bothersome. Ooh, Briquette. I like that. I think that's an expensive one too. And of course, the more expensive it is, the better it is. Alright, let's check in on the Clark cam, who is running the Pasta Basher, so he won't get any, probably not get any melee kills. Going the route of A. I mean, everything's been pretty typical so far. I would like to see a build on A, that's always fun, and go for the strongman hold, which is, which is what it is called. Pinky somehow getting all the way to B by himself. Brain is not there. Uber is popped. What a great force right there. Pinky is probably going to go down. No, he's going to run away. He'll get out alive. Zabi is all by himself. Pinky is there to clean up. We'll see if he can get this meta kill. If he can, that will be huge. Can he get... Oh, he doesn't get the pyro kill. Briquette comes in. The sentry gun is going back up. Takes out Madness as he gets onto the roof. That could be huge. Let's see if Fair Enough can capitalize on this. Brain is actually already out here, so Uber has yet to be popped. They're going for the cap. Uber's going to need to be popped. There they go. Finally the pop, but on the soldier against a pyro, and dang nabbit if this Briquette doesn't know how to reflect, but he cannot stop the backstab. So Blue will get on to B, starting some chime, but hey, they don't have A yet. This is very unorthodox, which I love. So this could be fun. We'll see as we have a ×3 on B. And the times, well, actually the ×3 on B has stopped so far. Okay, it's just Ling, sorry about that. And then we have a ×3 on A with a more typical setup right here. Oh, but Foax getting both Sergeant Gala and Rue. So this stopping that cap for just a little bit as Red is now actually trying to contestant. Oh man, not something you see every day, but when it's just one pyre and you've already lost B, this is huge. So Red team does decide to come out and stop this cap. Osmoz with a very unorthodox play, but it is working for them now. Once they realized they had lost B, and Fair Enough was doing such a good job preventing them from coming in, they decided to go for A, and they were able to get it. Very, very interesting, and a good decision, I think is the key. We'll see as they try to put up this defense. SFS did go down, I think, to a headshot right there, but we have this Uber ready to go. So whenever Fair Enough decides to pop, we're going to have that Uber in retaliation. And here we go. We do have the pop coming in from C. Gotta take down that sentry gun. It is down. And here comes the counter pop with Pyro Air Blasting the combo back. We'll see if they can get any kills with it, because that would be significant. Pinky does go down. So no heavy for the offensive team. But are they going to continue to push in? They won't be able to do a soft push. That means a push without an Uber, without their heavy, I don't think. So it doesn't look like they're going to commit to that. I thought Fearboy may have had something there. It goes down again. Can't dead ring out of that. So still a pretty good hold here from Osmoz. We got the dispenser up, and you know how I feel about dispensers. They're the 19th man on the field. They do work like unbelievable, but it actually will be significant, especially for Chocobo, who's just, oh my god, who took a ton of damage right there. He's actually gaining health from, oh, he's not actually gaining health. Usually dispenser goes through walls, but not there. It will be him versus entire blue team. Let's see if he can hold off, but no, Chocobo goes down, didn't have overheals, and Pinky barely survives though. There goes the dispenser. Dispenser pick, move up, as the saying goes. And we'll see now. Looks like Osmoz is going to have to give up this defense on A after they... It's so weird, but really interesting right there. So no more, as A is slowly and agonizingly capped. You don't realize how slow A is capped until you already have B. Regardless, it looks like Oz is going to be able to put something up. Not completely situated yet. We don't have a dispenser, we don't have a sentry gun. Heavy needs to be up with his medic. It looks like we're finally now getting those things. So Osmoz almost in position to withstand an attack from Fair Enough. Fair Enough, meanwhile, waiting for their Uber. And both teams have been pretty consistent in waiting for Ubers, not really doing any soft pushes. Sometimes sending in those assassin classes or soldier or scout for a forced demo, or to try to force an Uber, or to get an important pick, but generally have been playing it pretty standard, i.e. waiting for that Uber to get in there. And usually when you wait for an Uber, that means the other team will have an Uber too. So that's why we've been seeing a lot of these kind of stalemate actions, where you just have Uber on Uber and then nothing happens, because both teams have been waiting for that Uber. Speaking of, both teams have Uber right here, so we will be seeing a push in soon. Where's my outlines? Oh, I forgot to, oh, hold on. I forgot to execute something before okay, so this was a different STV demo. Okay, so we're just gonna live without them. Let me know what you thought of them. I think they're freaking amazing, and they're now going to be a part of my casting config and HUD. Alright, so we do have this Uber popped by blue. Red is holding on again very, very nicely. Oh, Heavy gets blown off. We'll see if that makes a difference, because that means that Chocobo is going to go down. Zabi's still holding on, though, and healing a Pyro, so this could be a pretty good hold if anybody from blue even does get to Spire, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So successful defense right there. The Brain, after he lost his push, fell back, it looks like, and retained that 30% Uber, so we'll have that relatively, well, we'll have that eventually, I guess, unless it gets picked, of course, but Zabi is holding on to 100%, so, ooh, Rue getting sweet headshot right there on Briquette. Let's see what else he can get, going for the mini sentry, huge pick right here, epic battle, and Rue takes it down. Don't mean to belittle this sentry pick, because it's actually kind of important, especially when you're pushing in with Ubers. You have to take out that mini sentry first, and it's so annoying to take out because it's such a small target, but you have to take that out. Otherwise, when your Uber fades, your medic will take a ton of damage. So it's very, very annoying. So we do have this Uber pop. Bod went down, so no sniper or anything. Red has yet to pop theirs as well. A sentry gun going down right in front of them. I don't know, may have been better to pop that mini sentry a little farther away, but SFS is down. We do have the Uber on the point. Madness and, I'm sorry, no, that is Za. And his Heavy are still on the point. Heavy, of course, is Chocobo. Sorry about names. Still doing work. Oh, Bod gets a headshot on the Brain. A medic down for blue. That's going to delay this push a little bit more. Oh, wow, without any med. Unless they can get a significant amount of casual or kills, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen without an Uber. This blue team isn't going to commit to any sort of push. So there we go. Fair Enough, just now getting the Brain back up, just now healing. Zabi will have a nice Uber advantage, but doesn't look like they want to be aggressive. They had that 70% Uber advantage earlier and did not take advantage of it. They instead just sat and waited for blue to push into them, which is pretty understandable. On C, you have this great height advantage. You can see from all positions if you're at the top. It really doesn't make too much sense to push into the attacking team. Even to buy yourself some time, it just isn't good strategy. because then you get so far away from C and C cap so fast that you really want to be close to C at all times. So that's what we're seeing, huh? Okay, that was bad. Seeing right here, we do have this Uber ready to go from Brain. Oh, I missed my outlines. Oh well, deal with it. So let's guess where they're coming from. It is going to be this exit. No, looks like they want to go. I don't know, but let's get on a camera that will do action. We'll get in the Madness cam. The Madness. MDNZ, as I called him the first time I casted it, and then I realized it means Madness. There are no vowels! That's hard. Anyway, Vorax has gone down and is healed too. Look at those respawn times, 21 seconds. They need to push. Having Vorax down is significant, and right now, Fair Enough has their entire team up. Looks like they're all in position too. I don't know what they're waiting for. Could be that they're just deciding on what exit is the best and what their strategy is going to be, but it's just really taking too long. Vorax is already up again, so they're going to have to push into that entire red team that's holding on to the Uber. They only have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left for this. If they want to cap all points, and of course they want to do that, to make it significantly harder for Osmoz to then in the second half of this third round. But they're wasting so much time here. Oh man, I really... Okay, let's try to guess why they're not going. So, Demo Madness we've seen has been up and been overhealed for a while. Pyro has been spy checking around. Medic has been here. Heavy has been here. We have a dispenser and teleporter and a level 3 sentry gun. Things seem to be perfectly set up right now. I guess they're waiting for some sort of pick. Madness went in there and just died. So did Rue. He's gone. They're going to respawn rather quickly because, of course, offense has that advantage. But they have literally wasted a good minute and 30 seconds. Whereas if they had pushed when they first got that Uber, they could have gotten at least 2 Uber pushes in. Now they have to get this one perfect. There's no room for mistakes right here. And I think that's holding on to that Uber is the mistake they made. They're still not pushing. This is agonizing. Maybe there's some sort of ping or connection problems. No, we're all set. Guys, what are you doing? I mean, it's definitely intimidating to push into. That is scary. We do have Rue taking out Bod. Could that potentially be the pick? 60 seconds left. Guys, you have nothing to wait for. And here we go. Finally, the push. Madness getting some stickies down. We'll have to jump up, trying to take out Za. He actually does take out Za. It's just him on the point. There's nobody else from red. He's going to set up some stickies, but finally comes the red Uber. They will defend this as there's only 40 seconds left. Not looking great for Fair Enough. Their combo is still alive, but for how long? As the medic is on fire. The brain is so hurt. He does survive with his heavy, so that's significant, but they're going to have to push into almost an entire red team. SFS did go down, so no mini sentries or whatever, but the combo is up and ready, spun up, as well as Scout and everything on the points. It's going to be very, very challenging for Fair Enough. It's not impossible, so we'll see if they can do it. Brain is at 90%. I don't know if they're going to be waiting for an Uber here, but that is the wrong choice. They have to get somebody on the point to send this into overtime. Finally, here comes a soldier. Brain will have 100% Uber, but he's the only one alive. And doesn't even have it. Dies at 99%. Oh, Fair Enough, unable to capture C, but has a time of 4 minutes and 30 seconds on A and B. So what Osmoz needs to do is either capture A and B in less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or alternatively, they just capture A, B, and C in however long the map timer gives them. What I want to see is a combo push from A and B at the same time, like both really committed. I think it's similar to what happened in the first half of this round, that Fair Enough was able to successfully push B and tear down that defense, but then they just had a hard time capping it, and then of course were pushed off of A by a really nice defense from Osmoz. So we'll see if that happens. Let's get on somebody interesting camera. We'll get on Blitzo. Has he been doing work like first round? Not so much, but he's going to get out here, scout around, if you will. Doesn't look like much. He's kind of making me nauseous with his looking, but he'll get on the point, and of course, without any outlines, don't know for sure, but it looks like Red has pretty much abandoned A. Not sure about this idea. Usually they've sent at least 1 or 2 lighter classes, but right now they're committing, or that is fair enough, is committing everybody entirely to a B defense. I guess that's smart. B is much easier to defend, and if they can put up a really strong time here, then it'll be a little bit easier for them to defend C. We'll see, though. We will see. Alright, so we're gonna watch... No, Madness is just waiting for his sticky traps. A good setup here from Sergeant Gala. We've got that teleporter on the roof, which will enable those heavier classes, like the Heavy, to get on the roof if he so desires. Right now, he so desires to be invisible. But here we go. Here is the Uber pop for Blue pushing in. Sentry Gun goes down. Red is yet to pop their Uber. And actually, Med is just standing still. The Brain doesn't even move. He is so confident in his team's ability to defend him. Finally moves and pops that Uber. Gets the Engineer a little bit, but Red is doing a great job pushing this team back. They did lose a lot of players, though. I'm not sure about Medic's decision to just stand still right there. I think getting some overheals would have helped keep his team alive for this defense, but as it stands now, there's only about 4 people up. They will get these respawns, and of course the teleporter goes from down to up, so there's no teleporter at spawn to help them get back here. So they have to run. Those lazy guys will have to run. But not a terrible push by Blue. They just didn't have enough players to continue after they got everything. They took a lot of casualties as well. The Brain went down. I did not catch that on camera, but no Brain. Brain goes down again. Somebody is camping spawn. Who is camping spawn? That would be Za. Took out the Brain as he walked through again. Oh man, brutal. That makes me wonder if anybody's like setting up a teleporter or something in C to make this really fast. But doesn't look like it. Blue has popped their Uber though, pushing forward, and this will probably be a fast cap for B and Blue, as almost everybody went down right there. That is... Oh my goodness, if they can cap this in less than a minute 20, and right now it's really just going to depend on how fast that cap timer is going to go. It looks like they will be able to do this, and this means that they will win this round and then the entire match. But in comes Clark trying to defend it. Will he be enough? And no, there we go. GG, well played, Osmoz with the victory. So there we go. Let's take a look at final scores right here. Nope, okay. Well, thanks so much to Mista for sending this in. Always a pleasure to cast Osmoz. Always a pleasure to cast Fair Enough. Always a pleasure to cast ETF2L. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good day.